Well, folks, this is it. The final round here in Melbourne, Australia. And the scene is set for an epic conclusion to what has been a thrilling season. Will Buxton with you with the latest news from the ground. Of course, the big fight between Aston Martin and Ferrari. The constructors yet to be decided. Bobby Newport also seeking that win after 4 podiums in this season. I'm going to throw now to Birdbag and Gerard up in the commentary box to take us through this thrilling conclusion to the season. Good luck, boys. Have at it. Go hard and bring that championship home.
Indeed we are, for the big finale race, 18th and final race of the season for the Buster Racing League in its 3rd iteration.
That's right. Season finale. So we'll be starting up season 4 soon, hopefully with some new faces. We don't know. Definitely possible.
Rumors of that big merger between the Buster Racing League and F1 Racing heating up, I would say.
You know, Gerard, not to be a pedant here, but it's F1, actually? Is how you pronounce it?
I apologize to anyone in the F1 community, if I offended based on my language. But on that note, though, I'd like to thank Will Buxton for that wonderful intro. Will recently married, actually. Big congratulations to him. He brought us into this race, and hopefully it's going to be a good one.
That's right. We're running along with currently our co-commissioner here, I guess you could call it. Right along with him. Just because it's it's the last race of the season, so we'll give him the courtesy of watching his opening lap here in qualifying.
Some might call him the commissioner of missing his own races. There's a yellow flag in the 3rd sector as the Ferrari ahead of him looks to slow down and create a gap for his lap.
We see
that
Carter
being
as well slowing down
Newport
as well and getting those tires heated up so he can get a time set. Comes out of that last turn. That DRS flap is open. Jordan, we've been seeing a lot of DRS this season. What is DRS again for the fans at home?
DRS is that beautiful system that reduces drag on the cars. It's called the drag reduction system. It's where on the straight, you're within a second of the car ahead of you, or if you're in qualifying, that flap gets to blast open, creating a less drag on the car, allowing you to zoom down the straights.
What is it? Do we have to? Oh, Carter with a little spin there, and he's going to lose a wing, but the car's going to be fine. Folks, I was just reminded by our producer here, we have to mention this. We're contractually obligated to mention this. This race is brought to you by Sweetums. This is the San Diego Slurp Australian Grand Prix.
Not really sure why they sponsored this race when San Diego is not, in fact, in Australia.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, they're just going to do that, so... I guess, yeah, well, thank you, Sweetums. We normally
As I understand it, your sample of the beverage luckily didn't make it to you. Unfortunately, I have mine here, so I will have to try it out as the race goes on, potentially.
We'll see. We'll just see how it tastes. It does not look great. And we've been ripping on San Diego Slurp, deservedly so, all season it seems.
Yep, I would say deservedly so is correct.
Yep. Oh, Adam is out of this session. I imagine he had a bad spin.
As we were mentioning our unfortunate title sponsors, Sexy Pigeon also had a bit of an off, I believe. Or maybe it wasn't Pigeon. I don't remember. It was a Red Bull before this.
We have Kevin going P3 with a 122.9. 2/10 back. Almost 3/10 back from current pole sitter Lightning, who's our driver's champion, by the way. But the big fight here is the Constructors Championship. Ferrari has a pretty big climb ahead of them, but not a it's doable. You just need Aston to have a bad day.
Not insurmountable, but that is correct. There's a 36-point gap spread between the leaders Aston Martin with their driver champion and Carter as well, and Ferrari between the duo of Bobby Newport and LA King's Dave.
Something's messed up with me.
Nothing but professional.
Yep.
There's a bit of a lull on track here as some cars are going on their outlaps.
We have Dave on his outlap right now. He's currently sitting P18.
An AlphaTauri in tow. That looks to be the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda, my substitute. Hoping for a good race from him to close out the season. He needs a confidence boost.
You know, Gerard, you haven't really raced a lot this year. I've seen some reports from Gunther, our BRL insider, saying that you've been talking to a couple teams about making a comeback. Any comment on that?
Yeah, you know what? I was content with retirement. You know, I was living that Rosberg lifestyle and really loving it, to be honest. But you know, once they put me back behind the wheel of that car in Singapore, it's something clicked again, and the love was back. And I'm sure those on track right now know that, you know, once you get a taste of that, you know, it's hard to go back to retirement. You know, losing what you already lost once is tough.
Is there so? Can you tell us the teams you've been talking to? About
Yeah, so I've been talking to some teams where the car goes burr. That's all I can really say at the moment, though.
Can you confirm that one of those teams is Alpine?
I can't deny it. So, yeah, you know, I guess we'll have to see. You know?
You heard it here, folks. Gerard Alpine.
Reporting on my own rumors of myself. Source, please.
At least we know it's 100% accurate.
Source, literally me, the Blue Jay.
Dave still needed to set a time. His teammate Bobby Newport is up in P4. Is now just coming out for an outlap. Dave with a purple sector 1 though. He needs a
There's yellow flag.
He needs a really good time here.
There's a yellow flag in the first sector, and I think that was just Jacques Stroup moving out of the way of the other qualifiers. Good on him.
Dave goes green in sector 2. Looks like someone just took a purple sector 1. Dave dropped him to green sector 1 now. We have Jacques Stroup and everyone's on that. Looks of it. So Dave gonna get his time set. What's he gonna get? It's looking like a decent lap for him. He goes fast as a 122.6.
That's a very good lap. It's a very good lap. Good sign for the boys at Ferrari. We had 10 minutes to go in this session here. Right along with Lightning, he's going to get his lap started. Yeah, the boys and girls back in Maranello are going to really love that one. Yep. Lightning's going to get that tow from, I believe it's Strange Place? Who just goes P4 with a 122.7. He bumps Kevin. Good qualifying, good lap by him. You know, as they say in Maranello, the day truly does not begin until the espresso is served and the roars of the F1 cars throughout the valley are heard. We have about a tenth of a second separating P1, just under a tenth of a second separating P1 from P4. That's a ridiculous gap there. It says Pigeon left the game. Not entirely sure what that was. Pigeon leaving the paddock. Maybe you had to use dude, maybe you saw a chicken sandwich. They have a chicken sandwich here that's really good. You should try it. Yeah, I heard they're pretty good. Let's ride along with Bobby Newport a bit here. See how he's doing. Lightning is down on this time. Bobby Newport using all that track and then some as Pigeon rejoins. Lightning needs a really good sector 3 here. He is down 400ths of a second. Yeah, you know, if I were Lightning, I simply would drive faster. Yeah, I mean, I'd just put my foot down more. I would just do like they do in the movies and just keep upshifting. Oh, and he takes pole. Wow, 122.1. See, I mean, you just got to listen to me. Really good sector 3 from him. He simply drove faster. Look where it got him. You're welcome. So right along with Kevin, he was P3 at one point. He was down to P5. Bobby Newport's going to round out these last few corners as well in his lap. We haven't ridden with Bobby. Let's ride along with him. Let's see what he says here. Bobby.
Ooh,
right up there.
P2. Wow. Still off pace. About 5/10 off pace.
But track position, having those two Red Bulls, the two Ferraris situated in to take advantage of the lone Aston Martin will be good for them.
Yep, as Carter is sitting in P10 currently. Still in the points. Which if you're Aston Martin, that's definitely what you want.
Kevin's finishing up his lap here. Let's see where he ends up.
He's not going to change. He's still P6.
As we round down timing and qualifying here, there's going to be some pits for that last run with track evolution. Strange place in King's Dave, the first out of the late runners. Or early runners, I guess you could say.
Still needing to set a time here. As well, he's sitting P19. I wonder what time he's going to get. I did see a 121 out of him in practice earlier.
That would be something. If anyone can.
I believe it was a 121.
Jacques Stroup mired a bit in the back, though. Gotta think he's gonna improve a little bit, at least.
P14. Reserve driver for Austin. Austin is currently gone. He's in Antarctica right now studying penguins. So, Valtteri Bottas getting the drive in the Mercedes today.
Yep. Kind of weird that they let him back in there. He was ready to suit up for Alfa Romeo, but then Toto just called him and said, actually, wait, one last ride, Valtteri.
I think we have an audio. Did you hear the audio clip? They actually released it.
Yeah, let's play it here, actually.
Valtteri, Toto, please, one more. We need you, one more. That's all. Then you can go to Alpha. Please, Toto, back. Please go back. Wow. I'm kind of desperate at the end here.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It actually cut off a bit because I believe he also said "love you" right at the end, but it was cut off on our broadcast.
Must have been Mercedes, coming out with that edited audio.
Yeah.
Trying to control the narrative. Typical Mercedes.
I've also heard reports that Red Bull have since asked Alex Albon to re-record that voicemail for their own usage, and they also did not include the "love you" at the end.
Pigeon sets a purple sector 1. He's currently 600s up on his time. He's gonna run into some traffic though. We have 5 minutes to go on this qualifying. Pigeon is up on this lap. Oh, maybe slip a little coming out of turn 12 there. Looks like he corrected it though, just a little bit of oversteer. He is purple through 2 sectors. Can he be purple through 3 sectors?
Oh. And you know what? Right behind him though, Dave had a bit of an off. He no longer has a front wing.
Ooh, it's tough for Dave, but he still has plenty of time to get into the pits and get a new wing and get out for just one more lap. Here comes Pigeon. What's he gonna set? This is a really good lap from him. A 121.9.
Beautiful lap.
Great lap by Pigeon.
Good for the fans at home. Bad news for those folks down at Ferrari, though. They have yet another obstacle in their quest to ultimately require a 1-2 finish to win this championship.
Jacques Stroup getting his lap. Sorry, he's sitting P15 right now. Let's see what Eric can do. Jordan, what do you remember about racing in Australia? We raced here last year.
Actually, you know what? Not a ton, to be honest. I might have been concussed when I crashed out. At least that's what they told me. But it's really fuzzy.
Jacques Stroup, 3/10 down from Pigeon's time.
Actually, you know what? No, it must have been super fuzzy because I actually finished that race in 5th. So I don't know, maybe porpoising was in its early stages last time and I just forget it. Very strange. But speaking of those who driven here, you've won here last year.
That's right. I just stomped the competition. It was a little tough because if I remember right, we had some rain. We had some rain throughout the race, but overall, yeah.
Didn't rain on your parade though.
Oh no, not at all.
This Pigeon reduces his already quick lap time by almost half a second. Oh, wow.
Really making that one tough for Lightning there. He's 5/10 down.
Really taking a stranglehold on this championship if he was still in it. Unfortunately, this has been decided.
This is looking like a better lap for Eric at Mercedes for sure. Let's see where he's going to set, though.
There's a lot of traffic out there.
He goes P8. 1:23.2.
Carter, unfortunately, making the most poorly time, the worst time to have hot lap I think I've ever seen.
Some oversteer.
That's not going to be much of an improvement. He's going to be trying to race all the other cars as well as trying to set up a fast time.
He is 6/10 down.
He is not using the track.
Really struggling here.
Forgetting to note that there's always a late charge from the rest of the grid.
Looks like he's going to abort this lap possibly and then try again.
That's the right call in my opinion. There's nothing going on.
Oh, Bobby Newport goes way wide on that turn exit.
Bobby Newport might be actually rushing to get a lap time in unless this is his hot lap.
Well, he's currently sitting P3, but he is a second behind Pigeon.
For that monster of a lap by the Red Bull driver.
You know Lightning is gonna want to do what he can to get past Pigeon.
Lightning is in the pits at the moment, so he might actually not be able to get out there in time.
Pigeon also heading into the pits.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Pigeon is fairly safe in his spot here. No need to waste any more tire.
Yeah, just over a minute left. So right now, we have Pigeon P1, Lightning P2, and Bobby Newport in P3. Behind him, we have Dave, then Andrew, then Strange Place, your teammate, then Kevin in P7, and Eric at Mercedes in P8. That's a pretty competitive top 8.
That is a top 8 that can really change after the first couple turns in the race.
Looks like Bobby Newport there is just going to be content with that lap. Dave, however, on his lap now. Let's see what he can do. He's got to make this one count. So you see that red Ferrari. I almost said red Mercedes. That red Ferrari just driving down. Oh, Dave's going to run into some traffic here.
Dave going to around the last corner here as well.
Dave currently just under 3 tenths down.
Strange Place up into P3. Second row.
122. Was that 122.3?
That is a 122.2.
Oh, great lap by him.
Fantastic lap by Strange Place.
Go tell Dave he needs to win this lap. Like right now.
Okay.
Well, that was qualifying.
Okay, and also my game crashed as I switched channels again, so I can rejoin. Yeah.
Well, it's qualifying. It's over. We have Pigeon in P1, Lightning in P2, Strange Place in P3. And,
yeah.
Man, it's quite the grid, quite the qualifying we've had.
Yep, sure would have loved to see it, but I will rejoin momentarily for further analysis. I also need to join back on the proper channels for Discord as well. But okay, we're back properly.
I don't know, like the session's just straight up not ending for me.
Yeah, I was actually, when you mentioned that there was over a minute left, I was at like 45 seconds.
Oh, really? Weird.
Like last time, there was a bit of a discrepancy there.
Oh.
The race started normally though that time, so I mean.
Typical Cody's. That's our podium, or that's our starting grid. We have Pigeon Pigeon and Lightning starting P1. We got an all-Canada row 1 right there. We have Strange Place in P3. Banger of a lap for
Strange
him.
Place has really turned it on late into the season.
Starting next to Bobby Newport in P4. Ferrari.
My current against my former.
Ferrari in 4 and 5. Man. They really need to hope that Aston Martin has a bad race here. And they need to have a really good race.
Indeed.
So we've got a very tight constructors battle here. And this is what you like to see, you know, it's last race of the season. It all comes down to this.
You know, I did, in the driver's briefing, I did actually say that I would like to see 2 drivers from Italian-based teams on the podium minimum. I did not specify which Italian-based team. And I did so intentionally. I am rejoining the bit grid after a brief spell at a sandwich stop located on the track here. I heard they were pretty good, so I had to check it out myself.
Oh, nice. What'd you get?
A sandwich. I didn't have any rogue pit members that I had to, you know, relinquish my seat to.
Boy, Pigeon
Fortunately,
really taking off on this formation lap here.
Well, you know what? Just keeping those tires as hot as can be. Not maybe I don't know if that's the best course of action, but we'll see. And Lightning, for some reason, is behind several other drivers on the formation lap. I don't know if you can see the same thing.
Yeah. I wonder if he just got a late start, potentially.
Yeah, hopefully the race start for him is not that poor.
Let's go over the top 10. We have Lightning in P2. We have Strange Place in P3. Man, what a lap from him. Right behind him, we have Bobby Newport. In P5, we have Dave. P6, we have Andrew. P7, we have Kevin. P8, we have Eric at Mercedes. You know, I think with them, I think if you're Eric, you just really want to have a really good, just have a good race here. He's had a couple tough races here.
Yeah, and yeah, Pigeon has maintained that massive gap to the rest of the pack. His tires are going to be quite chilly in the warm Australian sun.
Interesting note here, Gerard. Carter qualified on the mediums.
On the yellow mark mediums?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. He's P11, so he's probably starting on the mediums, my bad.
On the yellow mark mediums?
The yellow mark medium tires.
He is one of 2 drivers on those yellow mark medium tires, the other being Williams' own Nicholas Latifi.
I mean, hey, if you're Carter,
Nicholas.
You know, you're P11, you're outside the points, but starting on the mediums might not be a bad idea. If going for the one stop here, because I think if you're starting on the softs, you're almost guaranteed to do a 2-stopper.
Yep. Track position always key in these races, as these drivers do not make it easy for themselves to overtake one another. But let's get this race going, shall we?
Drivers are getting lined up here.
Pitching with those nice and chilly tires.
Man, what was he doing?
Racing.
Yeah, I guess. So we get started here. Really long lights.
Long lights indeed.
Oh, looks like Strange Place got a really good start. He's looking inside.
Oh, what a start.
Oh, he's not going to have it. Oh, wow. What an overtake by Lightning, though, into turn 1. We got a great view of that from Bobby Newport's camera.
Bobby Newport, by the way,
battling out here.
Have the 2 Italian-based teams. Oh, they're gonna get real close to one another.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go off track though. They're gonna keep it relatively clean. They're gonna touch, but not too much.
Dave dropping 3 spots from P5 to P8.
Dave not looking great as Pigeon has re-overtaken Lightning for that lead.
Bobby Newport in P3 though. You know he wants this.
He wants this win. As Will mentioned in our intro, he has 4 podiums, none of which have been on the top step this season. He's looking for it for sure.
Here we go. We got Bobby Newport P3, Strange Place P4, Kevin up to P5. We got and Andrew in P6. This is a spicy few positions here.
Yeah, not a half second separating each of those drivers from one another either.
Look at this. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Bobby Newport just circling like a vulture those top two.
He's just, I think you're Bobby. You just gotta be a little patient. You just gotta bide your time.
This Carter actually also must have had a terrible start. He's down in 19th, 4 seconds back of Mick Schumacher. As Dozen Years of Darkness has no front wing.
So Kevin trying to go for a move here on Strange Place.
Kevin destined to fight the AlphaTauris, but Strange Place is going to come back strong across that turn. Oh, that was aggressive. And
that's going to allow Andrew to possibly make a run here on Kevin.
Pit stop strategy comes up with a one stop on the soft from soft hard. Those drivers are looking to stop between 9 and 11 laps in. So we'll keep that in mind as the race goes on.
Oh man, this is some tight racing. Kevin's catching up to Strange Place, but Andrew's still sticking with Kevin here.
Yeah, and with that chicane not yet developed into that turning section, those cars are going to have to slow down for this year at least.
Driving around, we now see a little bit of a gap forming between the top three there.
As Bobby Newport takes out a pylon on his way around that corner. But Andrew right on the tail of that Williams, right on the gearbox.
Kevin gets a little slickery coming out of that turn too.
Yeah. Strange Place is going to use a wide berth on that final turn going down the main straight. And we're in for a fight with these drivers. Dave coming up on the other AlphaTauri and Yuki Tsunoda, two Italian teams, as DRS is enabled.
He's looking outside a little. He might get. Looks like Andrew went off track there. Had a little moment, as they say. It's going to allow Yuki to catch up.
Yeah, two AlphaTauri drivers feisty on track today.
So Dave trying to look outside on Yuki. He's not going to have it.
He's opening up that gap at the front as well, which spells disaster for Ferrari. Actually, honestly, in hindsight, it could be this season's greatest lament. Pigeon, having missed so many races, really decided the championship for him.
Yeah.
As Dave's going to make another outside look at Yuki here.
Oh, nope, you can close the door.
He's going to shut that door solidly, as I taught him, as my reserve. And up opens that DRS flap. Drag reduction system, of course, allowing him to catch up to Andrew quickly.
Still have Strange Place sitting in P4. We have Kevin in P5, but with DRS, who knows? That may change Strange Place.
And you know what? Yeah, Strange Place keeping up with Bobby Newport as well. He's going to have some DRS.
Yeah. Bobby Newport does not have DRS.
Bobby Newport doesn't even have drag reduction system. Bit of a lull here. Pigeon is again elongating that lead at the front.
Yep.
Making not much of a race unless a safety car were to turn things interesting. As speak of the devil, Nicholas Latifi is making some moves back and forth between Daniel Ricciardo and himself for 13th.
Kevin still chasing down Strange Place. Strange Place still chasing. Oh boy, Strange Place is real close to Bobby Newport.
Yeah, you know what? Proud teammate and former teammate of the two of them, two very strong drivers in their own rights. Gotta watch this upcoming turning section. You don't want to take too much of that curb though.
Oh yeah, you see Strange Place had a little bit of oversteer coming out of that turn.
He really took that curb aggressively, and you gotta watch for that later in the race. You don't want to lose it, especially as your tires start to go.
Just curb there a little. Gets not the cleanest exit out of that turn.
Oh, and this is a tricky set of last turns, especially here at the Albert Park circuit.
See, Bobby Newport's just a little too far away to really make a move there.
Yeah, with each passing lap.
Right on Strange Place, though.
Dave is finally making that move on Yuki Tsunoda, though. Not making it easy. Wait, Tsunoda, though, is fighting back a little bit.
We see them tussling there.
Another thing I did warn Yuki about, you know, LA King's Dave out on track, you know, you never know.
Good news for Andrew is sitting in P6. That slowed Dave down with that battle with Yuki, so that gives him a little breathing room here.
Kevin, though, right on the gearbox.
We're seeing Strange Place just get... Yeah, we're so close to Bobby Newport. Same for Kevin.
Kevin has to be sick of looking at the gearbox of an AlphaTauri after the last few races, though.
Oh, looks like Bobby Newport went wide. It's going to allow Strange Place to get the easy overtake here. Well, maybe not so easy.
Oh, that was a close one. Almost sideswiped right into his front nose.
Looks like Bobby
But
Newport
he made the overtake.
got out of there without some damage, but now he's going to have to deal with Kevin behind him.
Only damage here will be emotional for the Ferrari chances of that championship. That flap bursts open yet again.
Oh, yep. Bobby Newport definitely wants that place back.
Bobby Newport with a lot more ERS charge in his battery. Both of them utilizing it right now.
Yeah, you see him utilizing it there. Gets him a little closer. It's Strange Place going wide. This is a good opportunity here for Bobby. Always a tough spot here, though. This set of turns, yep, you can hear him lift just a little bit.
Kevin, once again, right there, waiting for the scraps. Zella King's Dave, meanwhile, is approaching the rear of Guy Ledouche, otherwise known as Andrew. He's going to have DRS on the next activation zone if he keeps this rate up.
These three, though, still going at it.
Yeah, oh, as Bobby Newport gets very, very loose on that one. And Kevin's going to coast by. Life imitating art here as Ferrari just watches this slip away with each passing lap. The Tifosi are in shambles.
Dave now trying to catch up to Andrew. Within a second here, so he should have DRS.
And Andrew just outside of that range as well. Dave with a good amount of battery that he's probably going to utilize to its full potential.
With DRS again, he's much closer. He's looking inside, possibly. Not gonna happen. Still just a little too far away.
So Kevin now sets his sights on that last podium step. Once again, behind an AlphaTauri.
We're seeing the field kind of settle out here a little. Jacques Stroup has made it up to P9. Carter still in P19.
Carter struggling to keep up with the Haas of Mick Schumacher, which is a concern if I was Lightning.
I think all Lightning needs here is a top 5 finish, and that will lock up Constructors.
Yep, as Andrew goes wide on that set of turn 12 turns, and that's going to allow Dave to get right up there. He's going to make a late break maneuver here past Andrew, and he's going to go way off track to do so. I don't know about the legality of that one. As Andrew's going to...
A little.
I don't love how far Dave went off into the grass on that overtake, personally. That'll be one to take a look back on after the race, I'm sure. Oh, and you know what? Jacques Stroup is the first to the pits. First into the pits for him. A little bit ahead of that predicted pit stop strategy.
Bobby Newport is done. That is not what you want to see from Ferrari.
Oh, when Yuki Tsunoda crashes into the carcass of Bobby Newport, and he's also out as well.
Oh, we get a safety car.
That's going to have to be a safe. That's an easy safety car. Oh, as Ricardo bumps into them as well. Travesty, and that is it for the championship.
That is it. Aston Martin is your Constructors Champion.
An unfortunate way to go out, I'm sure, but on that note, in terms of sourness from the Bobby Newport family, we have here a sample of San Diego Slurp that we will now ingest against my will, I suppose, to replicate the sourness that I'm sure the Newport family is feeling right now after that crash by Bobby. here we go, folks. As we have this safety car, it does in fact smell a lot like lime and pineapple. Oh man, I can't tell what's worse, that Bobby Crash or the taste of this drink. Oh boy.
Like that, we'd like to remind you folks this stream and this broadcast is brought to you by Sweetums, the official snack provider of the Buster Racing League. You can't beat them, Sweetums.
That is right, and you know what? That tastes so badly that I'm willing to give myself the Mac T Bold move of the race for even trying that bilge water.
We're not gonna give it to you though.
No, but I'm gonna give it to myself in my spirit, in my heart. You know, as we're gonna see a round of pit stops here.
Yep, it's a smart thing to do here with the safety car. I wonder if anyone's gonna potentially get held up by the safety car as well. We see Dave going on the hard tires, I believe. Oh, Dave's up to P. He was up to P4 coming out of the pits. Oh, I gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, and there's some. Yeah, Latifi and unknown driver are not choosing the pit. They're gonna try to keep track position. Not sure about that one by the unknown driver there. 8-lap-old soft tires. As we have Bobby Newport, fresh from his crash and fresh from making me try the monstrosity that is San Diego Slurp. He's here with us now to discuss what happened. So Bobby, what happened?
Well, you know, I was just trying to give her the beans, and I gave her the beans a little too hard, and I ended up farting the beans, and I ended up farting into a wall.
And you know what? You took my replacement driver Yuki Tsunoda with you. I really don't appreciate that, Bobby.
Well, you know, if I were Yuki Tsunoda, I would simply be better.
Also, there might be a tweet you want to delete there, Bobby, because that is for after the race. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
That did not pass through regulation regulated documentation protocol. I don't know.
I gotta tell you though, Mattia Binotto is not happy with me right now.
Yeah,
Can't imagine he would be, Bobby.
Can you describe what that post-race radio was like after you crashed?
Post-race, of course, being 9 laps old because of your maneuver.
Yeah.
I don't know, there was a lot of Italian, and it sounded very aggressive.
How many Mamma Mia's did he throw at you?
At least, like, 6 of them.
Oh man, he's really bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Still seeing that tweet, Bobby. You should get rid of that right now.
I did delete it. You might want to refresh Twitter.
I did. And it was still there. I'm sorry.
Well, it's definitely deleted. So.
Okay, I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you. We can resume. Well, actually, I say resume, but we're still in the safety car here. But it's going to be interesting because Strange plays pit for the hards, and he's going to have a nice buffer between him and LA King's Dave.
Yeah.
Who also went on the hard tires.
Lightning's gonna have some random driver for Haas sitting in front of him. But in front of that driver is Nicholas Latifi.
Don't forget the big gains from this safety car. Carter moving from 17th up to 16th, passing Antonio Giovinazzi. Sorry.
We have Jacques Stroup, currently P11, but he is on the softs.
Yeah, not entirely sure what the mindset is there. That might have big brained him outside of a points position, or at least fully cemented him not on the podium.
As we look at here, oh yeah, he did make a stop, so he's going soft.
Yeah, they're 2-lap-old softs. Yeah, 2-lap-old softs for him. Pigeon's going to get a nice buffer between him and Lightning on the restart, as Mick Schumacher also looking like he's making a... No, he's just slow moving. I think Mick Schumacher's out of this race. Yeah, Mick Schumacher is pulling aside, and that is... That is the lone known house driver out of the race.
That is it for Mick Schumacher.
Carter making more big gains, moving from 16th to 15th on that one.
I mean, hey, positions are positions, as they say.
Yeah, and you know, I spoke too soon because Jacques Stroup is in fact now in a points position, so...
P10, and he's on the softs.
He's on the softs. That is one less driver between LA King's Dave and Strange Place. As the safety car is going to be in this lap.
Watch this restart here.
Not much to look at in the front, I don't believe, honestly, because Nicholas Latifi. Probably not going to put up much of a fight on his older tires.
We're off.
Well,
Racing.
Lightning does have to make it past 2 drivers who are known for their racecraft.
It is true.
So he didn't get a very good start.
Yeah, he might have to try the overtake into turn 6, and we all know what happened last time an Aston Martin tried to overtake a Williams at turn 6.
You know what, Jacques Stroup already making good use of those soft tires, getting by Kevin before the lap only is even half old. Strange Place having a bit of a tussle here with Esteban Ocon.
Looks like Kevin had a little bit of trouble there with Bottas at their Mercedes. He dropped down to P11. Looks like Andrew's having some trouble with Jacques Stroup on his rear end there.
No longer fighting for
With
any
the sauce,
of the...
he's going for it on the inside! Oh, he makes it stick!
Ooh, that was something. Yeah, and you know what? It's good to get these moves in early when you have soft tires because he will need to make another pit stop.
That's true.
Chasing down Dave now for that 7th spot.
Tell you what, though, I think Dave's going to have Esteban Ocon here pretty soon.
You gotta imagine on the main straight he'll utilize his ERS as there is no DRS for the moment. But Jacques Stroup is right on his tail as well.
Into the pits.
Esteban Ocon, noted coward.
We've seen a couple overtakes, but nothing too crazy on that restart.
No, you know what? Soft tire runners are, getting their dues. And Carter's now up to 10th, actually.
Ooh, Jacques Stroup had a real nice 50-50 on that curb there.
Either he made it or he didn't. What happened?
Well, 50-50 as in the skateboarding grind, Gerard. Not that I expect you to know skateboarding terminology.
I mean, I knew he was talking about significant joke. Lighting really losing his touch, taking that long to overtake Nicholas Latifi. Strange Place, though, is going to get his own chance to do the same. Taking a very worrisome line over that turn 12 marker, though.
Oh boy, we got
Don't
Andrew,
think he
Andrew and Eric battling once again here. They're trying to keep Andrew off him.
Hey, Strange Place is going to open that door for both himself and Ella King's Dave to get by Nicholas
Dave,
Latifi.
Dave's up to P4.
That's my teammate.
Oh, Eric he breaks it into the back of Latifi.
That was... and he's going to immediately go for a new wing.
Really going to the pits.
And making another pit stop. Not the one he was probably planning on making again, but very unfortunate calculation on his behalf.
Andrew getting past Latifi there. He's up to P5.
Well, I saw Eric doing that strategy earlier today, where he just runs for real long on the mediums. This might be the last stop he has to make.
It'd be a gutsy move.
Well, he's going on hard, so it's all kind of moot anyway.
Yep.
Noted coward, Jacques Stroup.
Yep.
Get in line with Esteban.
I think those two drivers might have something in common, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
No idea. Nothing evident.
Up to P9.
Carter's bumbling his way up the leaderboard here as everyone else has issues around. But, take it where you can get it, man. Haven't raced in a long time, Commissioner of the league, co-commissioner, I should say. Another driver taking a very nervous line across turn 12 there.
We see Dave in Strange Place now, getting close. This is for P3.
So we will have DRS in short order here as well.
With DRS.
King Nicholas.
Oh,
Yeah, they bump a little.
yeah, I got a huge run out of there, but had to back off. Or maybe even back into Strange Place.
Oh, he's gonna hit
And he does it again.
There goes
That's
his wing.
Yeah, not not fantastic form by Dave.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't know about that one, Dave.
Yeah, but he, his punishment is broken wing.
I think I saw a hit marker on that one.
I definitely heard one. Ooh. As Dave has no end plate, so he's probably going to be looking to make a trip to the pits as well.
He's struggling on these turns.
And backing Strange Place, I should say, right up into to Andrew, who in turn is being followed by Glabanet. These three, once again together.
Yeah, DRS. See the effects of that
yeah.
On Dave there.
As Dave just refusing to get out of it.
Trying to look outside.
And Kevin's going to reap the rewards of that one as well.
Well, now we got a bit of a drag race going.
Yeah.
Great place getting some DRS from the newly pitting Dave.
I think he's going to back off. I thought he might launch it.
Using up that battery a little. Oh boy, Andrew riding that curve a little. I thought he was going to lose it there for a second.
Harder. Up to P6.
Just when you thought he was out. Look at him. Up in P6. He's really in a good spot here.
Carter employing that time old tradition of the Sergio Perez driver of the day formula of simply starting at the back and just making your overtakes on the AI.
Yeah, at this point I think he's going to get my vote for the cookie. Not that we actually vote on the cookie anymore, but...
Oh, we never really did. It was just whatever the game was.
Yeah.
Except for Alonso in Singapore. We chose not to do that.
We got a lot on the line here for
that
the Constructors Championship. Unfortunately, Ferrari is out of it, but Aston Martin is going to be walking home with $10 each driver, and Lightning is also going to get that $20 for winning the Drivers' Championship.
Tidy sum for a season well worth.
Well, you know what they say. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Sweetums for that, by the way, for allowing us to have a prize pool. Sweetums, the official snack provider of the Buster Racing League. Can't beat the Sweetums.
Fortunately, the provider of San Diego Slurp.
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah, I heard there was some San Diego Slurp up in the booth today. How'd that taste?
Yeah, once again, folks, we'd like to remind you we are contractually obligated to tell you that this is the San Diego Slurp Australian Grand Prix presented by Sweetums.
Better or worse, that is true. As Kevin is getting a little slippy and slidey in that first sector.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, let me tell you, that's not a recipe for success.
Neither is this recipe for San Diego Slurp, Bobby.
See Andrew getting pretty close to Kevin here.
You know what, I think I'm starting to feel the after effects of ingesting San Diego Slurp.
How are you feeling right now, Gerard?
I think I'm breaking into a bit of a fever. I'm really not sure. I'm getting a little nervous. Excuse me.
You know, they might actually ask you to go to Pawnee for some testing if that's the case.
I wouldn't go to Pawnee. I'd go to Eagleton.
They do say one of the side effects of San Diego Slurp might be gaining superpowers, so...
Yeah, you see Kevin just simply using up that battery, but what's keep Andrew off him.
Kevin has a big stockpile of battery, actually. That's at least like 75% charged. Strange Place, meanwhile, is dwindling at 13%, as there's a yellow flag in the third, in between the second and third sector. That looks like it doesn't use the darkness. We did go off track, and still has his wing. It's Dave's slap on his new tires.
Dave apparently the fastest lap. At least takes the point away from Vision there.
The all-important Constructor Drivers Championship that definitely hasn't been decided already.
Yeah, you know. Oh, Kevin
Kevin.
spins!
Oh, that's a wing, but he's going to stay in
that's
the
a wing
race.
gone.
He's still in this race, but that is a wing gone. We got a virtual safety car. Look at Carter is effectively going to be up in P5.
Pigeon's actually going to run to the pits here. He sees that gap and is going to take full advantage. Lightning's going to get track position, but
He's going on
Pigeon's
the
going for those fresh medium tires, the yellow marked medium tires. And he's going to give up track position to not only Lightning, but it looks like Strange Place and Andrew as well.
Strange Place and Andrew in P2 and P3.
On those podium steps, wouldn't it be a story to go out on this season if those two were to get a podium?
Well, Andrew already has
Carter
one
also
podium.
pitting.
Ooh, Kevin also. Oh, Kevin pitting. Carter pitting as well.
Yeah, Carter's seeing this opportunity. He's going to go on the soft tires. Going to have to make 12 laps work on those.
Well, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Hey, you know what? If I were Carter, being on the hard tires, I would have probably tried to just keep track position.
Yeah?
As DRS is re-enabled.
As they say,
Maybe,
though, shoot or shoot. So I applaud Carter for going for it with the softs. Kevin, meanwhile, going on the mediums.
You know, maybe there was a bit of team orders there. They asked him to come in to take the fastest lap from Dave.
Oh, could be, yeah, because Dave's back in the points.
Point. Singular.
Yeah, well, I mean, he currently has points.
I know.
With the fastest lap, currently.
Bridging that gap to 34 points. But not accounting for Lightning this up all if he were to finish this race in first place.
Boy, Pigeon, he's got a climb ahead of him.
Interesting call to go on the mediums, I'll admit. But you know, Lightning, he is prone to sometimes having his own spats with the wall. So let's see if he can close this one out, or if we can get a surprise victory from the other AlphaTauri driver.
Yeah, Lightning's a lot like Ricky Bobby. He either seems to win or not even finish the race.
And you know what? He does have a streak of either winning or DNFing, and he's on a pace on a DNF on his trajectory.
Going right along with Carter because he is currently climbing. He is P12. He's coming up on Esteban Ocon.
You know what? Should Lightning indeed meet his ultimate fate with the wall, and Strange Place clinches this, it would make AlphaTauri the only pair of drivers of which both of them won a race this season, I believe.
Ah, interesting.
And of course,
It's a great overtake there. P11.
hey, you know what? Your role in the championship is more or less concluded, so we may as well have some fun out there making those overtakes.
He's just gonna have Dan to contend with for that last spot if he wants a point. Trying to keep up and take P2 away from Strange Place. We have 10 laps to go in this race.
Just his fastest lap
Now,
on the heels of Andrew.
Now, yeah, Pigeon. He's caught up with those mediums.
It's yellow marked medium tire.
Oh, Andrew's looking outside, and he's going to send it way outside.
Making his own job fairly difficult there was Andrew.
Oh, looks like Pigeon. Maybe got a little slippy coming out of that turn. Or maybe it's just the camera angle.
And you know what? If I'm Strange Place, maybe I just don't even fight Pigeon and let him catch up to Lightning and have those two battle it out and maybe potentially make contact with one another.
Maybe, but then again, he is sitting P2. It would be, I believe that would be his highest finish in the BRL.
I don't believe he has a podium as of yet this season.
Yeah.
Came close last race with a fourth place finish, a very strong fourth place. But honestly, if we're going to dole out some end of season awards here, as we've come to the conclusion, most improved, I'd have to give it to him, honestly.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good award to give him. Potentially, you could also give him Rookie of the Year if we do that sort of thing. Maybe I spoke too soon because he did oversteer out of that turn.
The rookie cookie, perhaps?
The rookie cookie.
The rookie cookie. Yeah, so driver of the day. What kind of a cookie is the driver of the day cookie that we normally give?
It's a chocolate chip.
Okay, so what's the rookie cookie?
I feel like it's got to be some sort of cream stuff thing, like an Oreo.
Yeah, probably just an Oreo. That fucking trash-ass cookie.
Oh, whoa. It's rookie. It's the rookie cookie. You can't just trash it.
Well, then we should give him a good cookie.
Let's give him the Girl
Yeah,
Guides.
I didn't mean like an Oreo, but something like an Oreo.
Yeah, you know what? I think a Girl Scout cookie would be good.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Thin Mint?
No,
Yeah, let's give him a thin.
No, Thin
Or
Mint.
what are those peanut butter ones? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The Tagalongs or the Dos-A-Dos, I think is what they're called.
Okay.
So our crack analysis team continues on this season finale of the Bus Racing League. We definitely have not run out of things to talk about.
Well, Carter's probably going to catch Dave in a couple laps here.
The former teammates could be going at it. Those two, that is an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object on track if I've ever seen one.
Definitely two of the most creative line users in the league.
Yeah,
So.
This will be an interesting fight for the last point spot. Pigeon is reducing that gap to Lightning. Could come to a head as we near the conclusion of the race. As he sets the fastest lap in doing so.
What are you guys potentially looking forward to for next year, as we're closing the season down with our finale?
Well, are they... Crossplay isn't coming day one, right?
We don't even know for sure if it's coming, but it's not gonna be on launch if it does come to the game.
Well, not gonna lie, what's the
Ooh,
safety
we got a
car
safety
for?
car. Oh wow.
Oh, and that is,
Kevin.
I believe,
That's
Kevin.
Yeah.
Rough race gets rougher as
Oh,
we're gonna see those top two bunch right up, with one of them being on much fresher yellow marked medium tires. 7
laps to go as well.
I'm gonna guesstimate that the safety car is gonna come in probably around 24, 25 laps. So we're gonna have 4 to 5 laps of racing.
I mean,
That's gonna be
good news for
interesting.
Pigeon. Maybe not such great news for Strange Place, because that's gonna allow Andrew to get another shot at overtaking him.
Yeah, everyone's gonna bunch up. Are we gonna see anyone going to the
you
pits?
know what?
Lightning.
That is Lightning going into the pits. Retaliating, and Pigeon is gonna do the exact same.
Oh
And
boy.
track position.
Oh,
First
Strange
track
Place.
position belongs to Strange Place. As those behind him as well make that pit stop. It's a
Andrew
precarious
also making a
spot.
pit stop.
Everyone, oh man, this is
Not
gonna
gonna
be
lie.
very interesting.
If Strange Place gets a win in my old seat, I'm gonna be in shambles.
I'm gonna be in elation. As we're joined by Kevin, who crashed out of the race that caused this safety car. Kevin, what the heck happened out there?
I think I just got a little too ambitious coming onto the main straight. I was catching Ocon pretty quickly, and I figured I might be able to gain some spots there, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
Speaking of not working out, sorry not to immediately go away from you, Kevin, but Lightning is the only beneficiary of a close positioning to Strange Place on this restart. The other ones are going to have to fight back through some artificially intelligent drivers with only a handful of laps to go.
Yeah.
Intelligent in very big quotation marks.
So, I'm actually being brought some news here. Bobby, I heard some news out of the Ferrari paddock that you were really mistreated after your crash out. Can you explain a bit about that?
Yeah, well, Ferrari, as part of the end of season festivities, they brought some of the finest Italian dishes from Italy. But because I crashed out.
Well, define finest. Are we talking Olive Garden or Sbarro?
Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go with like the Mona Lisa Restaurante. Like classy meals. Classy meals.
Okay.
Except for me, who crashed out, I get spaghetti and ragu.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Bobby. But also, you crashed out and you gave us San Diego Slurp, so I'm not really that sorry for you.
Fair enough.
That's right. It is fair enough.
Gerard, you had some pasta, I believe, before the race started.
Oh yeah, you know it's as Doesn't Use Darkness retires from the session. No wonder what that's about. Yes, you know you got a carbo load, especially ahead of a big race like this. Being in the commentary booth, you gotta be ready. So carbo loading fettuccine alfredo.
Ooh.
Of course. As the safety car is still in, so it's gonna be as I said, about lap 24-25. This one. Very interesting, very precarious positioning for Strange Place.
Man, Strange Place is gonna have to defend like a champion here.
Like a lion, as some might say.
If he wants to walk away with a race win here.
I haven't felt this way about a driver leading after a safety car in an AlphaTauri since September 6th, 2020, you know? Brings back some nice memories.
Anyway.
Trying to fill up the time here, man. We're on the last race. Championship's been decided. I don't know what else to tell you.
If anyone needs me, I'll just be crying in the corner. As my tenure at AlphaTauri is completely forgotten about.
No, you know what? No, Bobby, don't say that. Don't say that, Bobby. We had a lot of good... We completed a lot of good work together, you know? Every time I won a race, I think you were right up there on the podium with me. As the safety car comes in this lap, it'll give us 4 laps of clean racing remaining.
Bobby,
Strange Place is stacking them up.
He's stacking them up far back, too.
Bobby...
Lightning is... Oh, sorry, go
Oh
ahead.
my god, he might actually do this.
Bobby, no, I have a question for you. We asked Gerard earlier, and he said the rumors are true that he'll be on to Alpine next year. Can you...
Whoa. No. It's a consideration.
Well... Okay, fine. He's
Sounds pretty
considering...
confirmed to me.
Yeah.
Alpine is one of 10 teams on the grid that I'm willing to maybe race for, okay?
Bobby,
Let's keep it to that.
Wait a second.
Bobby, can you confirm or deny the rumors that you'll be racing with Gerard next year?
I can't comment on negotiations that are currently ongoing, whether they are even ongoing or
Strange
not.
Place gets a fantastic restart.
Oh, that's a really good start.
That's really good.
He absolutely caught Lightning sleeping on that one. Oh golly. I don't know why I said golly. I didn't know what else to say. Golly.
Golly gee willikers!
Golly gee willikers, look at that man go.
On the hard tires, we have 4 laps of racing left.
Only one of them will have DRS enabled for it.
Looks like Carter's
But-
dropping down the standings a little. Having some
Very
trouble
up
there.
and down race from Carter there. As there's a yellow flag in
Carter's
sector
out.
1. And are we going to see another safety car right after this one?
Oh my god.
It doesn't look like it.
Oh boy, here comes lightning.
Fast as lightning, one might say.
The Pigeon in P5. He's got to get past Raikkonen and Ricardo.
And he's going to make quick work of this one. Unfortunately, with Strange Place, though, going to keep that podium spot.
Well, you know, there's 4 or 5 laps left in this race. Lightning needs to keep up the pattern.
Yeah, Pigeon also on the tail of Daniel Ricciardo, though.
Oh boy, yeah, he's really on him.
Daniel's going to have to defend like the line, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 3 now.
Oh,
that's
that's
gone.
like,
That's deep.
Oh, that's Aaron
this-
Mercedes.
that's
He's
Jacques
out.
Stroup.
And are we going to see yet another safety
Oh
car?
my God, we are!
We're going to see a safety car!
Are we gonna finish under safety car?
Oh man,
I
unlike
think
the
that'd be a PRL
2021,
first.
unlike the 2021 F1 season, this one might end under a safety car. But
Oh, my God.
I think we might see a lap of clean racing. I think they're going to actually end it as Nicholas Latifi is going to slowly pull aside,
He
pathetically,
is.
as we've lost almost half of our grid.
What a chaotic race.
And you know what? All of a sudden, a good restart is all that Strange Place might need.
Well, it wouldn't be the Buster Racing League with some weird shit happening during the race.
We're not going to conclude this race with DRS at the very least. I do think we're going to at least get 1 lap of racing in, however.
Wait, who's that in the booth? Who's that in the steward's booth? Is that Michael Massey?
Baca! Is that Massey's
No, Michael, no! Michael, no, this is so not right. That's my teammate down there. You can't do that.
I'm hearing Michael's giving Aston Martin a 75-point penalty For not being good enough by Kenny Blankenship.
Omar, please tell us, how do you feel about that? The decision for the 75-point deduction.
Yeah, you know what? The stewards have never been in our favor from the very start. We really, we've already tried to operate very legally and very coolly, but unfortunately, the other teams really don't feel like that's necessary as we do. So, yeah, Birdbag. It's not great for us right now, but I think we're gonna have a chat with Lawrence about this one.
All right. Well, thank you, Omar. We'll let you get back to the race. There's only 3 laps to go. We are still under safety car.
Guys, I'm really starting to feel the effects of that San Diego slurp. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if I'm gonna see the end of this run.
I mean, worst case Ontario, you go to the hospital. But look on the bright side, we're not in America, so.
No, you're right. It's not science rockets, so. But I mean, as for the adverse effects of San Diego slurp, Bobby, all I can say is I told us so. I told us so.
Boy, Andrew is in P5 with the softs. Ahead of him is Daniel Ricciardo with the hards, and then Pigeon is in P3 with the mediums. Andrew could make a run potentially here.
Has to get a good start against his own teammate. Oh my.
What I'm going to be interested in is if Lightning does any start line shenanigans like we saw from Strange Place.
Yeah, maybe a little payback.
The question is whether Strange Place will be able to respond in the fashion that Lightning didn't.
I mean, if I were Strange Place, I would simply have a good restart. As we go around this track.
It looks like Ocon is caught up to the field here.
Kevin, as the driver in the BRL, what was your highlight for you this season?
The safety car's going to come in and stop. We're going to have 2 laps of racing. Esteban Ocon gets a penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Was it two podiums in a row later on in the season? I had a bit of a rough mid-season.
2 second place finishes in a row in Zandvoort and Monza.
That did feel pretty good.
Also, I feel like we had a very solid race last weekend in Brazil. Last race weekend, I should say, in Brazil.
Yeah, I would agree. Overall, that was probably one of the more enjoyable.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know what I'm excited for? I'm excited to see if there's any Mac T bold news of the day coming up on these next 2 laps.
Yeah, we'll see. We haven't given it out yet.
A Strange Place.
I don't
thinking he's leading the pack here, and when he wasn't, that's
that was pretty rough.
That's certainly a bold move. Yeah, Strange Place effectively handing the win to Lightning there by bunching up everybody else behind him.
Oh boy, but we got.
Is he going to be able to hold off the McLaren?
Andrew in P4 looking for this podium spot, this final spot here.
Yes, of course.
Oh boy, yeah, Strange Place squeezes him out. That's defending.
A McLaren chasing down an AlphaTauri in the final laps, which again reminds me of September 6th, 2020. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the same result here as... that's really unfortunate for Strange Place.
Wait, do I hear Pavarotti?
Oh, a little bump there from Andrew on Strange Place.
Oh, okay, Andrew's looking inside now. Looks like... Oh, wheel to wheel.
Oh, they might go side by side here. Oh!
Andrew kind of making a big cut there, and also going in the grass as a result.
I don't know if I'd call that morally hazardous. Definitely bold, though.
Listen.
Maybe not Mac T bold, but definitely bold.
Meanwhile, and here comes LA King's Day.
My God.
My God, that's
but here comes Sebastian Vettel.
Strange Place has got to be hearing boss music right now. Pavarotti's done. It's off the playlist.
Dave not going to be helped out with DRS, so he's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Here on the final lap.
Oh, and he's going to do this the old-fashioned way with some real creative lines.
He's He's looking inside.
Oh, he's got it.
No,
No,
maybe not yet.
can't
Not
make it
quite
stick.
yet.
Strange place on the hards, Dave on the mediums.
Pigeon, though, not to be counted out just yet. Less than a second out of Lightning. But
I
we're
have to think he's too far back to make any moves at this point. on the track.
Dave,
Oh,
not
yeah.
really utilizing
Oh,
the track there. Not really.
Might get one more shot at this.
Not legal or cool, Dave. Oh,
He's,
come on,
he's
Dave.
just sending it at this point. Oh, and he's
And
lost
he's gonna
it.
pay the price as a result, and that's
And that's Ferrari season done.
it. And that is the hubris of Ferrari.
As we are riding along with Lightning, he's our driver's champion, and he is also part of the Constructors Champion. He's going to drive away with P1 here, Pigeon with P2. Those two have been battling all season, it seems like, when they've both made races. But sneaking into the podium there as well, P3 is Andrew. And behind him, P4 is Strange Place. He had a great race today, all things considered. Man.
Yeah, that was quite the finish. Quite the finish indeed. Alonso, get out of here! Quit stealing this. What a season, guys! Thank
What a
you. Thank you so
season.
much for having me up on the booth.
Yep. Gerard, thank you for joining me in the booth here. We will be back for season 4, probably September. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll be back at some point, maybe.
Congratulations to
Potentially.
Lightning on the Drivers' Championship and to Aston Martin on the Constructors' Championship. They are our champions. Man, that's what would you call that? Just a complete domination.
I mean, I would call it a domination if there was a regular competition between the two. Unfortunately, that's one thing that's a drawback of the season is that we didn't often have them together on track. But when we did, we saw sparks fly.
Yeah, I think I'd call it a one-man show personally. Lightning just running the table on everyone this year.
Lightning with just a ridiculous run. He had some DNFs, but otherwise he was finishing 1 or 2 in most races. So that is it. That is season 3 of the Buster Racing League. We'll be back for season 4. Thank you for coming.
Question mark?
Yep.